Hello students. Hello students in Unit 4 of SS of the ninth standard. Today we will discuss some of the question and answer, discuss the nature and effect of the boycott agitation and the national movement. So what was the effect and which type of the nature of the boycotting and national movement? Now, as we know that there was a policy, which type of the policy of the Britishers? Divide and rule policy. And that is why Britishers were believing in the Machiavelli policy. Machiavelli was a politician of Italy who was believed in divide and rule. So boycott and indigenous movement got an impetus. Boycott and indigenous movement. Indigenous movement means Swadeshi movement. Viceroy Curzon divided the Bengal. Bengal was a big province, vast province, into two parts, East Bengal and West Bengal, on the name of only administrative efficiency. That was not acceptable. When Bengal was divided on 16th October 1905, keep in your mind, the Bengal was divided on 16th October 1905. The whole Bengal observed the day as the National Mourning Day. In MCQ, it might be 16th October 1905 when the Bengal was divided. The same day was celebrated, observed as the National Mourning Day, Lamenting Day. On the same day, announcement about the boycotting all foreign goods and encouragement to use indigenous good that was made in our country. This movement had three major characteristics: adopt indigenous products, so whichever the products are made in our country we will have to accept, we will have to boycott the foreign goods whichever are made in England or foreign countries, that we will have to boycott and we will not have to use it, and adopt the national education policy. Okay, thereafter English industry was badly affected due to boycott of the foreign goods. The cloth coming from Manchester now stop. Manchester is the city of England. From where? Because of our raw material was reaching there after they make the cloth, and after that they require the market. So India was the big market. Even today India is the biggest market. So Manchester now stopped. Sugar, shoe, cigarette, tobacco, all are importing from England. So all these were reduced maximum. So factories for making indigenous goods were started. India benefited through it, and in 1911 AD the division of Bengal was scrapped after rethinking by the parliament, and thus this was the noteworthy victory of the new awakening against the English rule. Now we will discuss the second question. Describe growth and development of Fars revolutionary movement. Revolutionary activity India was started by Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Revolutionaries like Damodar Chapekar, Balkrishna Chapekar, Veer Savarkar, or such type of the so many people, Praful Chaki, Khudiram Bose, okay, Barindranath Ghosh, okay, Shivram Rajguru, Sukhdev, Batukeshwar Dutt, all were playing an important role. Okay, in Surat Congress conference in 1907, two groups, Jal and Mawal, were formed, Lal, Bal and Pal. Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. They are known as Lal, Bal, and Pal. Because of their attitude was radical, they were only believing in the attitude of the radical means revolutionary attitude. That is why they were known as the Jahal. On the other hand, Mawal means they only believing in urging, they are putting petition against the government's rules. So they were known as the Mawal. Comparatively, they were lethargic in policy. Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak declared, "Freedom is my birthright and I will achieve it anyhow." Keep in your mind who spoke this statement. Freedom is my birthright and I will achieve it anyhow. This became the maxim for the revolutionary freedom fighter. So this maxim may be asked in the MCQ, okay, which was spoken by the Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Indian youth undertook activities to seek freedom from foreign rule and they could give their lives. And Indian youth undertook so many another activities, even Mitra Mela Society, Abhinav Bharat Samaj, and Anjuman e Muhilane Watan and Indian Patriot Association were formed to give impetus to the revolutionary activities. Newspaper, magazines like Yugantar, Navshakti, Vande Mataram, Kesri, Maratha all gave constant trend to the activities. Many revolutionaries of the Alipur massacre, Howrah massacre, Dhaka massacre was prosecuted. Attempts were made to kill Lord Hardinge by throwing a bomb in Delhi, dropping bomb on Viceroy Minto in Ahmedabad, but unfortunately they were saved. And during the 1920 to 42 events like Kakori loot case, Lahore massacre, dropping of bomb on Central Parliament Delhi, all this took place. Now we shall discuss the third question. Explain the program and events and effects of the non-cooperation movement. This is the most important. Okay, the Nagpur Conference. The Nagpur Conference gave the approval to the non-cooperation movement in December 1920. Now they made a strong demand for the independence. So in Nagpur Conference in 1920, December, they are now demanding strongly for the independence against the Britishers. In the positive aspect of the movement was Hindu and Muslim unity to be strengthened. And there was Swadeshi article, revival of the spinning wheels in each and every house, and abolition of the untouchability and national education and prohibition, etc. The negative aspect also there, which was consisting of giving up the government job, government school, college, boycott, legislature, resign from the government court, boycott foreign cloth and other article government function, titles, everything they had given away. In the beginning of the movement, Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore surrendered their titles like Kaisar-e-Hind and knighthood. So keep in your mind, Mahatma Gandhi surrendered Kaisar-e-Hind and Rabindranath Tagore surrendered their title knighthood. Other leading leaders also surrendered their titles. Students left English school and colleges. At various places, foreign clothes were set on fire. And Duke of Kenneth came to India. He was boycotted. And national school and colleges were established to make their movement unsuccessful to break the unity of the Hindu-Muslim. Government took support of the policy of suppression. It managed to generate awareness of their rights in people. There was a strong feeling of opposition against injustice. The faith in independence now became too much stronger. The fear of Lathi and the fear of punishment, fear of imprisonment, now totally removed. The youth and women too came forward to serve their nation. Congress became an organization of people. Schools giving national education began. Hindi was started. and to give more importance to Hindi than English. Thus, movement spread to the people and village. Thank you. Hello students, in our third lecture of Unit 4 in ninth Standard SS. It is about some of the short note we shall discuss. First short note is the Rowlatt Act, which is the very important. The British government formed the act under the chairmanship of Mr. Rowlatt, who was the Minister of Law in 1990. That is why this act has been known as the Rowlatt Act. Actually, what was the purpose of this act? This act was framed with the purpose to suppress revolutionaries and nationalists, and this act came to be known as the Black Act because their main purpose was to suppress revolutionary person anyhow, okay, and whichever the nationalists they want to be suppressed, and it would mean to suppress individual freedom and freedom of speech. So whichever the freedom regarding individual freedom, even the freedom to express your view, everything was to be suppressed. According to this act, any suspicious person could be arrested and jailed without conducting any trial against him. That is why Gandhiji called it as Black Act. So without any giving proper reason, if any person is found suspicious, even whether it is he is found or not found, but on the basis of the suspicious activity he must be imprisoned. So this act was considered as the Black Act. So British government got immense power under this act and to suppress opposition anyhow. The leaders and the people at the large expressed their opposition or protest. Thereafter, meetings started, rallies started, there was a strike, so they all were organized against the government. So on 6th April 1990, Gandhiji was arrested in Delhi when Dr. Satyapal and Saifuddin Kichtu were arrested in the Punjab agitation, and that was became too much severe, and the government vehemently tried to suppress all opposition. So this was the Rowlatt Act, and this is the very important. So many times it is asked. Now the next, Jallianwala Bagh. Jallianwala Bagh is also an important one. When popular leaders like Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichtu were arrested in Amritsar, where they were arrested in Amritsar, which is situated in Punjab. A meeting was organized in the Jallianwala Bagh at that time in Amritsar on the same day of the Baisakhi to oppose the arrest of these two personalities, Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu. So people were gathered in the garden of Jallianwala Bagh at Amritsar. General O'Donnell Dyer at that time. We reached there with his troops and without giving any warning opened fire from the machine gun, and the number of the people became victim of it. According to the government report, 379 people died and 1200 injured. So O'Donnell Dyer, who gave an order to shoot the innocent people who gathered just without any weapons to just oppose the government, they were just gathered, and because of this open fire of the machine gun, so many people died. 379 people died according to government report and 1200 injured, but in reality more than 1000 people were died in the firing. Hunter Commission investigation in the case on behalf of the British government defended General Dyer. The commission forgave Dyer considering it as an innocent mistake. Wow. They had considered them as an innocent mistake, and that happened unknowingly. When Dyer returned to England, he was honored with a sword and 2,000 pounds. Thus, Indians got a terrible shock back. Because of this, event played an important role in ununiting the whole nation, and this tragedy became the ground for the future of the non-cooperation movement. So this is also an important short note, Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, now the next, Swarajya Party, with the purpose of the retaining the national awareness among the people. Chittaranjan Das Munshi and Motilal Nehru formed the Swarajya Party after the withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement. The purpose of the Swaraj Party was to enter the legislative assemblies and oppose the unfair policies of the government and to adopt the constructive activities of Gandhiji. Swarajya Party contested the elections of the legislature which was held in November 1923. Central and provisional legislature got clear majority. Motilal Nehru was elected into central legislature as the party leader and Chittaranjan Das was in Bengal province. The educated class of the India was thus attracted to the Swarajya Party. National awareness was re-emerged, but with the death of the Chittaranjan Das in June 1925, the Swarajya Party became weak, and due to change in the situation, the prestige of the Swarajya Party was reduced. And as we know that Bipin Chandra Pal and Surendranath Banerjee criticized the party strongly thereafter. Okay, now thank you very much.